I'm Melissa.
Hi, I'm Jillian.
Hi, I'm David.
And together we're Disabled Adventures. I have several medical conditions that limit my mobility. I call myself an ambulatory wheelchair user. I use a wheelchair or a mobility scooter anytime I'm outside the house in order to get around. I like to say that we're a disability lifestyle and travel.
We do videos on theme parks, cruise ships, and other places that we visit.
So come with us on our next adventure. We have arrived at the Port of New Orleans for our Disney cruise. Let me show you around. Here we go. This is where we are right now at the Port of New Orleans. We're waiting for David to park the car. Port of New Orleans. At the time of filming this, the process was you tested, you went through security, and then you went to this big waiting room in order to wait for your test results. And they are. Just got the all clear to sail and we're getting on board. Hopefully soon, maybe not, I don't know. The line's really long. And then we had to wait in this long line to get into our registration line. We are waiting in line for a final check-in. Then once you're through the registration line, you get into line to take your photo. And we did. We didn't purchase this one, but we went ahead and took a photo for embarkation.
It was a very cute photo.
It was. We didn't. And then you finally get in line in order to get on the cruise ship. Which in the Port of New Orleans, you can't really see the cruise ship before you get to this point at all. There's no place you can go see it. The Port of New Orleans was very confusing. It was tight and small to get to. Jillian's nodding her head. It took us a little bit. I wasn't filming because I was working on navigating because of how tight everything was. And it looked like you shouldn't be back there where we were.
Yeah,
almost.
it looked like an employees only area, and I was like, oh, we're getting told to go this way by people. So
yeah, it was very weird driving in there for sure. And then going up the gateway, I was in my wheelchair because we were having problems with my mobility scooter.
it decided it didn't want to work.
So Jillian was pushing me here and David had our suitcases. And it is a long
uphill. Okay? Uphill. You are going uphill.
Well, yeah, you have to go up to the cruise ship.
It's not a very big incline, but it's enough of
You mean
one.
steep?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it can't be like super steep because,
An incline is another way of saying steep, Mom.
well, an incline just means up.
But you could definitely feel it.
And it is quite a long way.
Yes, it
to push
is.
somebody in the wheelchair.
It took us like 2 minutes to get up there. Okay. Now
And
most
then we
people
hit
would be like,
another line trying to get
yeah. Most people would be like, 2 minutes?
trying to get on the ship. So Disney does getting embarkation a little bit different than other cruise lines do.
And I think other so comparing Disney to Carnival, I know that's like comparing an apple and a pear, but I feel like Carnival was faster, like getting us through than Disney.
Oh, it is for sure.
But but when you're walking up and you finally get a look at the ship you're gonna be on, Disney's is a lot more than Carnival's is.
Well, that's because, their cruise ships are designed like old-fashioned ocean liners are, from a long time ago. But they also do something completely different than any other cruise line. They introduce each family coming on board.
Oh yeah.
And so this takes a bit. And
Welcome
this area
the
here,
Blake family.
this area here, you have to go downstairs. And so because of my wheelchair, we had to wait for an elevator.
Which took a little while.
Yeah, and the way the Disney elevators work, they're kind of weird for trying to... It says they can fit like 18 people in them, but they are so small.
18 children, maybe?
I don't know. They are so small. Like, they are not big at all. And these are midship elevators, and the midship elevators are even smaller. Anyway, so It took us a bit to get downstairs to where we had to go, in which we had to get in another line again.
To be able to get introduced to meet Captain Mickey and Captain Minnie.
And then there's a cute little show, which I am going to play here. So, we spent a good portion of time waiting in line.
You can see a little bit of the show right here.
Yeah, they like do this for like all of Embarkation, like every, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes or so. They do it for, yeah, so they had just put us in the next elevator and it was going up. And so then we had to go up and then go back down.
Yeah.
And then go.
and because
they were controlling them at that point in time.
Yeah. But because Dad and I had to switch because I was having a hard time getting her in through the door because of how narrow the doors were.
It's just barely wide enough for my wheelchair.
Onto the ship. I was actually downstairs waiting.
Yeah.
With the suitcases.
We went down the stairs and David and I, as you can kind of see in the reflection here, it was just David and I in the elevator.
I was downstairs waiting for them.
And then we had to go back up. Yeah, it was a little bit of a, using a wheelchair, it's a little bit sometimes of a mess to get around, for sure. It's not always the easiest way of being.
Oh wait, no. I'm standing, because I'm the one filming right here. So no, I was not downstairs waiting for you guys. I was filming here. And then we had to wait for them to get us across.
To where, because these are the people that just got done.
Yeah.
And then we had to get back over into that line over there.
And then we had a Disney cast member go, "Alright."
Yeah, like they had to stop us and squeeze us over. So if you're going in a wheelchair or a mobility scooter, expect it to not be like, I mean, you should always expect everything to take longer. It always does. Things are
100%.
not the easiest for us. So like, we had to get out of line and get back in line. Get out of line. we were playing
Line tag.
for sure. And you tell them what you want your name to be. So I've heard people that have come up with like, they'll do things as long as it's not bad or curse words or anything. I guess other people have done this so many times now that they've started giving them like, Miss the Booger family or something like that.
We were basic and went with our last name.
Yeah, I was thinking about giving them Disabled Disventures, but this was our first Disney cruise. I wanted one with our name, and so without further ado, I am trying to time this right as to where the video kicks in. I thought
we're
waiting.
Right. We're waiting.
Editing can get to be interesting, I'm telling you.
Should I start humming the Jeopardy think song?
I mean, I'm gonna get copyrighted on this anyway. Okay, I thought it was already here.
Nope.
Apparently it's still going.
Yeah, nope.
Yeah, we were waiting quite a while, actually. Like, this is real time waiting, okay?
Yeah, this is not sped up at all. Sadly.
And that's the ship schematic on the wall that they have there.
This is where I met Moana in like
Later.
3 days.
That's guest services in front of us, if that gives you an idea of where we're at here. That's guest services. And the moment we've been waiting for, here we go. I love you guys.
And Captain Minnie! Oh, hello, everyone! Minnie insisted that so that your family can experience the magic that is Disney. All right, Captain, take it away.
So, now after this is when we got to go drop off our bags at our rooms. So we went to go find our stateroom. We, of course, got a handicap room because of my mobility scooter and my mobility needs. I need a handicap room. I need the rails. I need the shower chair. And
it gives us plenty of space to store her chair or her scooter.
yeah, my wheelchair or the mobility scooter.
And you're gonna see a bunch of white door here in a second because I'm trying to get our room cards to be able to open the door. And it took way too long trying to do it one-handed.
And I have a full room tour, which I will put in the cards here, so that way you can see our full room tour.
Yep, and you can kind of see it a little bit when I was walking
One
in.
of the things that I really like that Disney does is they put your family name on the TV. And then, of course, we went to lunch after we dropped off our stuff.
We were all hungry.
We were hungry and tired and needed to eat. And we decided to go to the restaurant versus Cabanas because I heard there was an embarkation only day carrot cake that I wanted to try. Now, I have to preface this with saying I really don't like carrot cake that much. But all the food at lunch was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And
My cheesecake was the best.
I really wanted to try that embarkation day carrot cake. And I'm really super glad that I did and that we went and did this.
Because
And
it was the only day we did this.
yeah, we didn't have lunch in the dining room any other day. You get first bite of your cheesecake.
Okay.
It's like New York stuff.
So the cheesecake is like New York style cheesecake with the like texture and the flavoring. And then it's like Oreo. Which is very mushy.
Your turn. Doesn't appear to be a lot of whipped cream, which I know you like. Because you hate whipped cream.
Right?
Here we go. Carrot cake.
Mom, everything okay, ma'am?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank you.
You're not gonna like it. I don't like carrot cake, and I really liked that carrot cake. The cream cheese icing was amazing.
So for the you're not gonna like this, that's a joke that's been going on.
We are on our Disney cruise. It's 4:45, and I believe we're finally getting ready to set sail. The captain just came on and announced about half an hour ago that we're getting ready to set sail. It was so exciting when we finally felt the engine come to life and we started to move.
Which we literally felt because we were over the engine.
Yeah, our stateroom was in the very back, right over the engine. So we
Start.
Yeah, in aft or stern. Otherwise, AKA very back of the ship, if you don't know nautical terminology. But yeah, we could, as you can see from this video, this is from our veranda. We were in the very stern. There was nothing else stern or
Nothing else further
stern
further back
than we were.
We were looking up at the cabana outside tables, like, because it was above us.
Yeah, totally stern. There's David. Here's our veranda. It was washed earlier. It's still a little bit wet. But we are sideways maneuvering. And here's me. And we have to sail down the Mississippi River. And Jillian, I believe, forgot to put on her C-bands. I need to remind her to put her in her C-bands. She should have done that yesterday, actually. We are going on our very first Disney cruise. I'm so excited. One of the suggestions I got was order the all hands on deck, which is what this is. It's a cheese platter from room service, and I had a glass of wine almost every night with that all hands on deck. It was amazing.
We joked with Dad that we were pre-gaming dinner every night.
And our first night we were at Animator's Palette, and honestly, I wish we were there every night. It was all of our, as it turns out, favorite restaurant of the trip.
She was so sad when she found out we weren't going back.
Well, I mean, the first night you get told all the restaurants in your order of restaurants. So yeah,
she was
that
still
was it.
She was still sad when we found out we weren't going
This
back.
was my favorite dessert of the entire cruise as well. The great thing about Animator's Palette is it starts off, they're drawing the Disney characters all around you, then they animate them, then they color them in, and at the very end of the night you end up with a show where all the cells are animated, it's got music to it, and then Sorcerer Mickey comes out and ends the night. It is the perfect end to your day, in my opinion.
Yeah, and the whole everything is themed with like ink and paint and drawing brushes, and even you can see the details on the plate where it's got paintbrushes and like little Mickey's hand with the paintbrush.
It was the most amazing dining experience, in my opinion, that I have ever had.
Disney, put them in the parks. They'll
Yes.
be well received.
A version of Animator's Palette in the parks I would love so much.
It would be well received, Disney.
I know you have it on the cruise ships because it's a special thing.
Here's where they're like starting to color in all the characters. This is Rapunzel.
And it was literally the perfect ending to our night. We went back to our stateroom after dinner and pretty much all collapsed after a very busy day of checking out of the hotel, getting to the port, getting checked in, and it was literally the best ending to our day. I know I've said that already, and here is the final show.
you for watching.
Have a magical day.
Be sure to hit that like and subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified when we upload a new video or go live.
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Pinterest.
You can support us on our Patreon. We have tiers starting at $1 per month.
Thank you for all your support. If you want to see more, click the video in your right-hand corner.